Hello everyone, I'm fB and I'm here to bring you another edition of fB's weekly race. This is an endurance race that I host every Saturday, which lasts for about 1 hour on a track that's released just before the race goes live. The track uses a mixture of different styles that you find in stadiums, such as tech, dirt, speed, obstacles, etc. No registration is needed to participate, simply join the server before starting time and you will be eligible to play. We're seeing some warm-ups right now on this week's track, which is Hey Macarena by fB's. At the moment I'm no longer accepting maps since I got so many to go through. I'll let you know once I'm accepting maps once again. Before the race goes live, I also want to mention that I run a time attack competition on the most recently used map. To participate, upload your best replay of the map to Mania Exchange. The deadline is set to 2 PM CST on Saturday. More information about this race can be found below the stream or VOD. So we are 40 seconds left to starting in this race. The map is made by fB's as mentioned, even though it says that I made the map, but that's because I had to validate it before. We had some trouble making the GPS work, but it's working now. And we got 170 players starting, so not over 200 players this time, but still a pretty decent number, I should say. So yeah, won't reach the max of the server this week, but maybe soon. So we will start in 20 seconds now. I will disable the chat before we go live. If you want to chat after you finish the race, then please be in my Twitch chat. And I will also give out 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat after the race is over. Alright, so we are starting now. Good luck, have fun. And I will disable the chat. Good luck, have fun. So yeah, 18 laps will be the amount of laps this week. So it will take about 45 minutes for first place to finish and about 1 hour for the last player. A 50-minute timer will start once first player finishes. But let's follow Omnipots into through the first lap here. I'm gonna put on some audio as well. Omnipots won the race last week and has won in total 5 times the race, which is 3rd best. Only Sand and Race Hans is ahead of Omnipots. So with this, if he wins this race, he will go up to 2nd place. Actually, Sand and Omnipots are tied with 5 wins each, but if Omnipots wins now, he will be the only 2nd place. Race Hans is at first, of course, with 9 times. So we are starting here in the race. Seems to have been a pretty solid smooth start. I think 2 players might have left or crashed. So yeah, we are through a dirt part right now. This map is pretty hard, I think, and I do experience some lag here, unfortunately. I'm gonna try do this and see if it works. So yeah, this map is pretty hard, I should say. Some tricky turns, a lot of obstacles on this map. Here's the speed part though. Not a very long part, as usual. It's pretty hard to build a good speed section for the race, and I'm not sure why I'm experiencing so much lag here. Sorry about that. So Omnipots going through the speed section. Then we have some tech here until we reach the obstacle part. And Omnipots is in the lead, and here comes the obstacles. We have some stairs that the players need to climb. Yeah, I'm experiencing a lot of lag here for some unknown reason. So yeah, here we see the climb. It's very tricky part. You need to have a lot of precision, and also here avoid the poles. Omnipots does it well. And we also have a downhill here that can be a bit tricky, and that's the end of the obstacle part. And then before the lap ends, we also have some tech turns here, followed by 2 long stretches. Oh, actually also a dirt part coming up here. This map is about 2 minutes 30 seconds long. This turn here can be a bit tricky. We see Sand actually passing Omnipots, so Sand also driving the race. I don't think Race Hans is driving though. He was won 9 times. So here are the stretches, which I added recently to the race. I think it's a good addition. Gives the players a chance to rest. And here's the last stretch going into the next lap, and it looks like Sand is in the lead with Omnipots at 2nd. Omnipots with a landing bug there. So let's go through the top 22 right now. We also see Raggle here in the top together with Marseille 9 fighting for 3rd place. Roa has won the race before once and is currently at 6th place. Kilburn has passed him at 5th place. We got Scrappy driving at 7th, Shark at 8th, Shorch at 9th has been on the podium, 3rd place. Weep at 10th, Salbay at 11th, Jeffrey at 12th, Koskos at 13th. Oh no, Tamarillo will pass them both. Tamarillo driving for the first time. We got Edward at 15th or 16th now. A lot of close battles here. We got Crunch at 7th, Kev at 18th, Boss Wanted at 19th, Harry at 20th, Razorlight at 21st, and Link at 22nd. Nope, not anymore, 19th. So yeah, it's still very close here in the top 22. But in total we got 158 players still driving. And I like to go through the list of players here twice throughout the race, just to give some attentions to the players a bit further back in the pack. So here's Jerem at 27th place, drives for Subliminal. And also I should explain this car here that you see at the bottom, at the middle. You don't see any numbers showing up here for me, but for the players they will actually see how far ahead and behind they are of the players close to them. So that's something that the players wanted for a long time, and now they have it thanks to Reby and Oliver, the developers for this server controller expansion. So that's really cool and really useful for the race. Alright, let's just go through the players here one time. Let's see here. We got Cappuccino for Saw driving at 41st place at the moment. Next page, we got Horny, a possible newcomer to the race, teamless player. In total, we are close to 800 players who have participated in the race now. That's really awesome. Next page, we have Null for Asylum, Estonian player at 64th place right now. If you're wondering why there's no audio for the cars, it's because that's a bug with the game. I have to press ESC and usually the audio goes back, sometimes it doesn't, so that's a bit unfortunate. Let's see here, next page. This page I think. We got Gonzo from Germany as well, might be a new player. About to go into lap 3 of the race. Next page we got Piranha for Against All Authority at 100th place. Now drives into the next lap. We got Buki at 115th place. Still very close here, as you can see, between all the players. But I think we are going to see some big distances on this map because it is a pretty challenging map. I think the map was actually way harder at first, as usual, but I did make the author make it a bit easier. I actually want the maps to be pretty easy, but yeah, it's kind of hard to to get my wish come true. Here is Pishy for Display. French player might be... no, I think he's played before. At 133rd place currently. And we should get close to the last player right now. Could it be Elephant perhaps at 152nd place? I think it is. Yeah, so Elephant right now at last place. And yeah, I don't think we are going to see that many players finishing the race either, because the map is so hard. Usually that means that players will quit the race. We're actually already under... wow, Omnipods have to respawn here. Interesting. I guess he had too much speed going into this wall ride somehow. So he will lose his first place and drops down to 6th with that. That's gonna hurt. But yeah, of course, I want as many players as possible to start in the race and also finish it, and that's why I want pretty easy maps. Also because I want newcomers to the game to enjoy it, so that's why I really try to push the authors to make the maps easy. But yeah, it's also a struggle for me to always have a new map each week. This map actually got finished just a couple of hours ago, so it's pretty stressful sometimes to just get a map ready for the race, and that needs to be like my main focus priority. Alright, so Omnipods with that respawn has dropped down to 6th place. Sand now currently in the lead, looking to win for the 6th time. In total, Sand has been on the podium 9 times. That is only behind Shorty and Raisons. Shorty has been on the podium 12 times, Raisons 11 times. I'm not sure if Shorty is driving. Usually he drives every week, but I haven't seen him yet, so I don't know. And yeah, if your game does crash, that is pretty common with this game as well. It is unfortunately very, very unstable. I have written to Nadeo, hoping that they will make it, like, try to prioritize making it more stable, because it sucks when so many players have their game disconnect or crash. Yeah, that sucks. So Sand currently in the lead. Marseille 9 has gone up to 2nd. Marseille 9 been on the podium 6 times, has won it 2 times. So a very experienced player for this race. Raggle has been on the podium twice, 2 3rd places. This are his best results, and right now he is at 3rd, so might see another 3rd place for Raggle. Then we have Kilburn still doing well. Kilburn, of course, known as an RPG player, so this map might fit him pretty well because of that, especially this part should be pretty good at. He's doing well, and here is Omnipods now at 4th place, has passed Kilburn. Tamarillo up to 6th, so again Tamarillo driving for the 1st time in the race and doing pretty well so far. It's only 8 seconds behind the top. Then we have this guy, whoever it is, at 7th place. Shark at 8th. Harry at 9th. Boss Wanted doing well. I think his best position is like 20th. So this would be a new personal best for Boss Wanted if he keeps it up. Mostly known as a dirt player. We got Tom for MD, also driving at 12th place. Wheat at 13th. Scrappy at 14th. Hubby at 15th. Edward at 16th. Edward, who pretty surprisingly took a 3rd place 2 races ago, I think it was. So has been on podium once. Who else do we have driving? Link is also driving. Tom has dropped down to 17th now. Jeffrey will pass him as well. We got Shiver for Ice on You at 19th place. Remix at 20th. Remix, who was 2nd in race 28, so the last race. Spam only at 21st. Spam has won the race. Wait a minute, he's won it 2 times. Been on the podium 8 times. Been 2nd 5 times. So has been on the podium a lot of times, but only at 20th place right now. Alexor also driving at 21st, and then Siap, the last player in the top 22. Never been on the podium before. So that is currently the top 22. We got 145 players still driving the race. We are into lap 5 out of 18, so still a long way to go in the race. We can have a short overview look. All the players driving. Again, no participation records this week. That will be hard to beat, I think. 226 players. And 164 players or something like that is the record for amount of people finishing, and of course we got less players driving right now than that. So, but yeah, still a decent amount of people participating this week, so that's awesome to see. And here is Sand still at 1st place. He is now 6.5 seconds ahead of Kilburn, who goes up to 2nd place. Or maybe not. Raggle, I think, will pass in there. Yep, Raggle up to 2nd place now. And then we have Omnipods at 4th place. Had to respawn at this section. Yeah, now he's slowing down at that wall ride. Oh, hits the wall, and will he reach the next checkpoint? Yes, he will. But another respawn for Omnipods. Could have been worse, but yeah, that's not good here for Omnipods. Drops down to 7th place. Marseille 9, Tamarillo, and this guy passes him. Very unfortunate start here for Omnipods. Can still make it though to 1st place, 12 seconds behind. I would not count out Omnipods. Very, very skillful player. But, usually does really good in this race. We see Sand with a new local record, 2 minutes 26 seconds 49 hundredths. So Sand is to a really good start. 7.5 seconds ahead of second place now. Lap 6 is where we are currently. Very close here between Omnipots and Marseille 9. You see that guy in front of them as well. Back to the race. So Marseille 9 and Omnipots, 4th and 5th place right now. About to enter the obstacle part. Interesting wall hit there from Omnipots. Very different lines here from the two players. And Sand is continuing to increase his lead. He's almost 10 seconds ahead of Kilburn now. Omnipots up to 3rd place already. Crazy. He must have done that obstacle part really well. Yeah, interesting there. And we do see pretty large distances already. 34 seconds between 1st and 22nd place. So that makes sense, it would happen. So yeah, Omnipots definitely not out of it. San could also respawn, of course, and we could lose quite a lot of time with that. Also 9 just behind Omnipots, so he keeps up a good pace as well. As we are about to enter the next lap, lap 7. Shark has gone up to 5th place. It's never been on the podium before. Was close to one race. Can't remember exactly. I think it was maybe race 25 where he was in the lead for quite a long time, but then I think he had his game crash, not sure. But doing pretty well right now. Tamarillo at 6th place now, so it's dropped a bit in position. He is 19 seconds behind 1st place already, so we do see those large distances already at the top, in top 10 even. Harry at 7th place, about 2 seconds behind Tamarillo right now. Remix has gone up to 8th place, so a bit of a comeback here for Remix. Oh, hits the wall! Commentator's curse right there. Edward has also gone up in the rankings at 9th place right now. Raggle has dropped down in the rankings, 10th place. Jeffrey at 11th. I think he might have also gained a couple of positions. Actually will pass Raggle as well. Scrappy at 12th. Scrappy has been on the podium once, I think. In like race 3, so very early on into the race. I think he was at 3rd. Let's see here if I can find that stat. Yeah, one time 3rd for Scrappy, so been on the podium. Let's see here, Harry now at 12th, Weep at 13th, Tom at 14th, Boss Wanted at 15th. Fuzzy is also driving the race, has gone up into the top 22. One of those players that participated a lot of times in the race. The one with the most amount of participation is Sightsed. Probably is driving the race as well. Oh, Shiver almost hits that pole. That landing can be really tricky. Overall, this is a pretty difficult map. But again, want to point out that it was harder at first. I did make it a bit easier. Short at 17th. Manta, formerly known as Slink, at 18th place. Weep at 19th. No, at 20th now. Habby will pass him. Dexter at 21st, and then Salbe at 22nd. Sand has entered the next lap, lap 8. And Omnipods has gone up to 2nd place. He is 10 seconds behind Sand. So now Omnipods will try to hunt down Sand here. Of course, with this new feature, he will see exactly how far behind he is. So this will help him a lot, I think. But yeah, the challenge of course is to get a just to get a map each week, and I can't really be too picky sometimes. Yeah, unfortunately I send in a lot of feedback to the authors, but a lot of them don't finish their maps actually, so that's pretty unfortunate. But hopefully once I start accepting maps again, the guidelines will be much more updated than at first, and that should make it much smoother, so I don't have to give as much feedback anymore and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully it should be better in the future. Right now it's kind of a pain, to be honest. Marseille 9 at 3rd. So we have at top 3 Sand, Omnipods and Marseille 9. 3 players who have been on the podium a lot of times. Sand at 3rd with 9 times, Omnipods at 5th with 7, and Marseille 9 at the 6th place with 6 times. So those 3 players very, very experienced in this race. Kilburn was on the podium, now has dropped down to 4th place. It's pretty close here between him and Shark. Then Tamarillo is 6 seconds behind, so he's at the bottom of this climb here. You see a lot of players getting stuck in those checkpoints. You really need a lot of precision to get through them. Remix, just behind Tamarillo, might actually pass him here. Yes, Remix goes for a lot of speed into that wall. Pretty risky, I think, but so far it's paid off for him. So Remix will actually go up to 6th place with that, 26 seconds behind 1st place. And Sand should be soon into lap 9 now, out of 18. So we are closing in halfway through. And yeah, I guess I can go through the pages once more, so I go through them twice. We got SJ driving for Flying Dragons at 29th place. We have here's a new player, I think Baptiste Starko from Germany, teamless player. Might be a newcomer to race. You see Remix with a 2nd local record there, nice time. Sand still with the fastest time, I believe. Alright, next page we got Fish for IGN. Might not have played in the race before, I'm not sure. Not many times at least. Next page we have CQ for Owned, or FSD, not sure. But Owned was one of the teams that played in the 24-hour road last weekend, which is why I didn't organize a race. I was actually casting that race. Alright, next page we have Monster for Bro Macho, and he got some cool tires to his skin. Very fancy. Next page we have Buki from Czech Republic. If I've already spectated some players, I'm sorry, but I am pretty. It's been a pretty hectic day so far since the map wasn't finished. Yeah. Alright, let's see here if I can find who's currently last. Looks like Spam has quit the race. Let's see here. We got 127 players still driving. I think it's still Elephant, yeah. Elephant's still the player who's last. We still haven't passed Spam here, so we will soon go up to 127th place. So that's the current amount of numbers still playing. I hope we will have at least over 100 players finishing. That would be nice. But yeah, the map is pretty difficult, so I wouldn't be surprised if we actually have less than 100 players finishing. Alright, so let's focus on top again. Sand currently in the lead, and he is actually extending his lead. I thought Omnipods would gain some time here on Sand, but no, Sand is doing a great job. He is now 13 seconds ahead of Omnipods, going into lap 10. See here if he still got the local record, I believe so. Whoops, sorry about that, everyone was driving. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Sand with 2 minutes 26 seconds 49 hundredths. Remix at 2nd, Omnipods at 3rd. So Sand definitely have figured out this map the best. Makes sense that he's also leading. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see here if Omnipus can actually overtake Sand. I think he might have to rely on a respawn from Sand. But since the map is pretty tricky, that is a possibility. So we'll just have to wait and see. Mars89, 18 seconds behind Sand already at third place. He's 2 seconds ahead of Shark, so he cannot feel safe with this third place. Both Shark and Kilburn pretty close actually. And then it looks like Tamarillo has dropped down to 11th place now, 35 seconds behind, so he might have had to respawn as well. Still doing pretty well in his first race participating. And yeah, I guess I can mention again that if you want to partake in a giveaway, I will be giving out 2 stadium demo keys after the race is over in my Twitch chat, and I will give them out by asking trivia questions about the race actually. So yeah, if you want to participate in that, just be in my Twitch chat. And these demo keys are different from the actual demo of the game since they are unlimited for 1 week, so there's no 1 hour restriction. So yeah, if you want to have a chance to win one of those, in my Twitch chat, and if you already got the game, of course, you can just give away the key if you want. So yeah, maybe in the future I'll have some like other prizes also to give away. That would be cool. Looks like Mars89 has dropped down to 4th place now and gets a bad landing there as well. Shark has gone up to 3rd place. Mars89 with a bad obstacle part. And it's pretty much unchanged between Sand and Omnipods. No, not anymore. Wow, Omnipods now 17 seconds behind Sand all of a sudden. Wait a minute. Omnipods, is he still at 2nd place? I think so. Yeah, he is still at 2nd place. But wow, Omnipods lost a lot with that. That is interesting. So now Sand is suddenly 17 seconds behind, and this is starting to look like Sand will dominate the race. Sharks with a 2nd local record there, so he's also on a good pace for sure. So yeah, looks like 1st place is already set in stone pretty much. Well, maybe not yet, we've still got a couple of laps left, but definitely looks good for Sand. And then Omnipods might not be able to get 2nd place. Well, he's still 3 seconds ahead of Shark, but yeah, I don't know, he's made quite a lot of mistakes so far in this race, a lot of respawns from Omnipods. So I don't know, he might lose the 2nd place. Then we do have a close fight for 3rd between Shark, Mars89 and also Kilburn. He's 3 seconds behind right now. Remix 4 seconds behind Kilburn, so that's gonna be tough. Raggle at 7th, he's 31 seconds behind Sand. And about 2 seconds behind Remix. Harry at 8, 3 seconds, no 4 seconds behind Raggle. So yeah, the gaps are getting pretty big here between the players. Scrappy, very close to Harry actually. We see here Scrappy and Harry having a close battle for 8th place. Tom also not far behind. And then Tamarillo still at 11th place, 41 seconds behind Sand now, so he's dropped 6 seconds. Edward just behind him at 12th. Fuzzy at 13th. So continues to gain some placements here. Boss Wanted at 14th, still looking to get a personal best. Right now he will do so at 14th. Short at 15th, still doing well. Jeffrey at 16th. Manta at 17th. Habby or Hubby at 18th. Shiver at 19th. Weep at 20th. Salbe makes a mistake here. Falls down to 23rd place with that, I think. Says so, but we'll see, I guess. Yeah, I think he fell down in the rankings. Dexter now at 20th. Koskos at 21st. Yeah, so Avi Shiver lost a lot there. Sand with another local record, 2 minutes 25 seconds 80 hundredths. Yeah, he is definitely playing the best so far in the race. Almost 19 seconds ahead of Omnipods now. So it's almost safe to say now that Sand will win this. He can drive pretty safe if he wants to. And there he is. Into lap 12 out of 18. Extreme is not banned anymore, so just FYI, not banned anymore. He can play in the race if he wants to, and so can Massa as well. But yeah, he's an extreme case, I think. Omnipod's also with a good time, and for some reason my music stopped playing there, sorry about that. And here is Sand, 19 seconds ahead of Omnipods now. See, Omnipod's now entering this staircase here. That is gonna be hard to catch up. And actually Shark is getting closer to Omnipods. So yeah, Shark might be able to take that second place if he continues to keep up this pace. Yeah, I really appreciate if you guys didn't really discuss Massa in the chat. I don't think we should give him more attention, to be honest. If he wants to drive in the race, he knows what to do. It's as simple as that. And another local record from Sand. Wow, he is on a really good pace. 21 seconds ahead of Omnipods now. This is outstanding from Sand. Very, very impressive how we can keep up that speed and that consistency throughout this very difficult map. And Shark now, you can see Omnipods there entering the lap now, and here comes Shark, very close by, and that's another second local record from Shark. So Sand and Shark driving the best right now, and Omnipods cannot feel safe. Shark is on a mission here to reach second place. Marseille 9 at 4th place right now. It's gonna be hard to catch up to Shark, 5 seconds behind. Kilburn at 5th. Raggle at 6th, so this is unchanged, I think. Harry at 7th. Edward at 8th, so on his way to have another good result. Scrappy at 9th. Tom at 10th. Remix has dropped down to 11th place now. Fuzzy at 12th. Camarillo now at 13th place. Boss Wanted still at 14th. George I think still at 15th, and I also think that he made a mistake here at very low speed, so Jeffrey is getting closer. Then we have Manta at 17th, Shiver at 18th, Dexter at 19th, Coscos at 20th, Weep at 21st, and Salve at 22nd. 1 minute 17 seconds between 1st and 22nd place. And Sand about to enter lap 14 out of 18 now. Not many laps left to go here. And we still got 118 players driving, so hopefully we will have at least over 100 players finishing. It would be nice. Here comes Sand now entering the 2 stretches, about to overtake Roman. Which we will do here, and also another player there, which I did not see the name of. And here comes Sand into lap 14. Gets a good start in that lap. Then Omnipods enters the stretches now, still at 21 seconds behind Sand. And Omnipods now entering lap 14. And then just behind we got Shark. Marseille 9 still a bit away from entering the next lap. Does it now. Then Kilburn got the stretch left. The Omnipots with a third local record. Raggle just behind Kilburn. Here's Harry. And here's Edward entering the next lap. Tom just behind. Scrappy just behind. Remix a couple of seconds behind Scrappy. Tamarillo just behind Remix. Fuzzy just behind Tamarillo. Boss Wanted then a couple of seconds behind Fuzzy. 9 seconds I believe. George just behind Boss Wanted. Dexter just behind George. Jeffrey just behind Dexter. Very close there. Manta just behind Jeffrey. Shiver just behind Manta. Koskos also close by. Very close here at the bottom of top 22. And it looks like Beef has now entered top 22 as well. Very close fight there though with Salbei. Beef hits the side of the wall there. So Salbei will continue to hold that position. We also see Alexor there close by. So very close fight between these three players. And here is Sand. Past all the difficult parts. And soon entering lap 15 now. Keeps the same distance down to Omnipot! Whoa, what was that? Sand loses some time, but shouldn't really lose too much time, I think. Maybe 1 second or so at most. As we can follow Omnipots and see here in this next checkpoint, if you gain some time on Sand. In this checkpoint. Yeah, he's gaining some time now, under 20 seconds because of that. But still, that's gonna be very hard to catch up for Omnipots. So the winner of the last race will probably not take first. Might not even take second because Shark is very close to Omnipots. Nice times from both players. 225.52 by Omnipots, 226.05 by Shark. And Shark gets a pretty bad landing there in the start. So it's gonna lose some ground with that. But still 8 seconds ahead of Marseille 9, so right now it looks like Sand, Omnipots and Shark will be the players on the podium. Sand into lap 15 out of 18. Exiting the speed section right now. Let's see how it does the obstacle part. Quite interested to see his lines for those turns. Alright, here we go. We want to cut in the hole there, going to cut the checkpoints as much as you can. And Sand doing a great job. Very smooth. Let's see how he does this wall ride, if it slows down a bit perhaps. Actually it jumps, interesting. I guess that is faster. Kinda risky though, you need a lot of precision. But I guess that is a reason why Sand is driving the fastest. I've never seen another player do that jump. Let's see how Omnipos does it. I think he slows down for the downhill. Yeah, no wait, he also jumps a little now, but didn't before at least. Shark jumps as well. Okay, so I guess most players are jumping. And yes, 18 laps. You see Marseille 9 actually slowing down there, so he does not jump. And then he interestingly goes to the left there. I don't think that's better because you often get a bad landing, as was the case there for Marseille 9. So he loses some time there each lap. And he is now actually 12 seconds behind Shark, so he continues to lose time. Still 7 seconds ahead of Kilburn though, so looks like Marseille 9 will take 4th place right now. But we'll see. There's Kilburn. No man's land right now because he is very far behind Marseille 9 and very far ahead of Raggle. 6th place. Harry only 2 seconds behind Raggle. Scrappy only 2 seconds behind Harry. Edward only 1 second behind Scrappy. Very close between those 4 players. I guess Tom could also be, and also Remix, to be honest, so very close between those players. Then we got a gap down to Tamarillo at 12th place now, has passed Fuzzy. It's over 1 minute behind Sam and 7 seconds behind Remix, but 11 seconds ahead of Short. Jeffrey at 14th, Fuzzy now at 15th place even. And Boss Wanted has also dropped down a bit, was at 14th place, now at 16th. Shiver at 17th, Manta at 18th, Dexter at 19th, Koskos at 20th, Weep at 21st, and Alexor at 22nd. Alright, so Sand only with a few more laps left to go. After this, he only got 2 more laps. And yeah, I don't really see anything changing here. I think he is going to win it. Unless his game crashes, that is of course a possibility. You can see Sand there not going to the left, which is I think the best way. See how he does this part now. Much better. Just gotta be careful with that transition there. Entering the stretches now. Sand about to enter lap 17 out of 18. Right now 19 seconds ahead of Omnipods. So Omnipods has gained 1 more second or so. See here Omnipods. He's 4 seconds ahead of Shark now. Will we be able to keep that second place? It looks like it right now. Enters lap 17 now. And Shark a bit further behind now. And then we got a huge gap down to Mars A9. Enters the next lap now. Kilburn makes a mistake here. That's a bad place to crash. We want to build up as much speed as possible here, so Raggle will catch up a lot to Kilburn. A few seconds behind now. And we see Remix with a new local record, 2 minutes 24 seconds 89 hundredths. Looks like Remix will win the best lap for this race. Let's see here. Yeah, he's quite far ahead of Sand, and then Omnipods at 3rd. So Remix right now with the best lap at 8th place, 53 seconds behind Sand. I guess the most interesting fight here is between Omnipods and Shark for 2nd place. Otherwise it's pretty far between the players, as expected on this rather difficult map. Omnipods with that wall hit, I think that is a good idea. This is definitely a place where you can gain a lot of time if you get stuck a bit. The other player doesn't. Mistakes there from Shark. But he's not really catching up to Omnipods. I think Sand now about to enter the very last lap of the race. About to overlap a couple of players. Kavi, the null in front of him. There we go. Sand entering the last lap right now. 18.5 seconds ahead of Omnipods. So Sand will win the race for the 6th time. So that means that Sand will be the only 2nd place in the total amount of wins. Still behind Raysons with 9 times. And yeah, this will be Sand's 10th time on the podium. And with that he is at 3rd place. Still got Shodi and Raysons in front of him. But a very impressive performance from Sand, very consistent. And for a long time also had the best lap. So it's not going to be the double. Not that many players have actually done that. I think only a handful, like 4 players perhaps, has won the race and also the best lap. And entering the speed section now. Looks like Omnipods is continuing to extend his lead over Shark, so looks like Omnipods will take second, and then Shark so far ahead of Mars 89, so he is going to take third place, I think. So that is going to be the podium. We still got 115 players driving, so hopefully we will have over 100 players finishing the race. So here comes Stan now, entering these obstacles for the last time. You see that he's drifting in that turn where Omnipods did a wall hit. Oh, gets a bit stuck there in the checkpoint, but no disaster. And suddenly he's 22 seconds, 23 seconds ahead of Omnipods. Omnipods might be able to, might lose his second place now. It's gonna be very exciting here between Omnipods and Shark for second place, but let's follow Sand into the finish first. Will take home the race for the 6th time. This is the third turn, where the only place where you can lose some time, I think. But no mistakes there from Sand, and now he only got the stretches left, and he will take home the race. 22 seconds ahead of Omnipods. Shark, I think, made a mistake there, so he does not get closer to Omnipods. Here comes Sand, the last stretch. CMC Sand also drives for BSP, will take first place, drives to the left and right, and there we go. Sand takes first, congratulations to him. And let's see now, will Omnipods take second? Shark about 2 seconds behind. I think this will be a second place for Omnipods. Don't see him crashing in the last turn. Yeah, no mistakes here from Omnipods, and will take second place. Another podium position. And then Shark will be on the podium for the first time, takes third. Then next up is Mars 9 at 4th place, 5 seconds ahead of Kilburn, so this will be a 4th place for Mars 9. Which is not the first time, I believe, he's been on 4th place before. And there we go, Mars 9 takes 4th place. Kilburn takes 5th. Raggle then next, will take 6th place. We got Harry taking 7th. Remix won the best lap, takes 8th place. Tom will take 9th. Tamarillo drives for the first time and will take a 10th place. Scrappy just behind takes 11th. Edward with the last stretch left, he is 2 seconds ahead of Jeffrey, so Edward will take 12th place. Usually it's much closer between the players, but yeah. 13th place goes to Jeffrey. Short will take 14th. Fuzzy will take 15th. Manta will take 16th. Botswana will take 17th. Okay, a bit closer now. And then Alexor is gonna take 18th place. Actually very close there between him and Dexter, who takes 19th. Then Selbay takes 20th. Coscos takes 21st. And Beef takes 22nd. So let's switch to this now. Weep will take 23rd. Shiver next up. Got Sirs behind him, but will take 24th place. And Sirs next up takes 25th place. Maxi just behind takes 26th. And we got Ask Me, who will take 27th. Crunch will take 28th. Batistarco takes 31st. Wow, we made a mistake in that. Friddle Shaman Tommy will pass him. Interesting there. Then we got SJ taking 32nd. Razorlight will take 33rd. Arnie will take 34th. Edster will take 35th. Vale will take 36th. Null will take 37th. Kawi will take 38th. Doom will not take 39th. Clockram passes him in the end. Sandra takes 41st. Bass Country or John will take 42nd. Then we got Snelly Jasper takes 43rd. Sightsev was driving, takes 44th. Let's see here. Meanie takes 45th. El Wormo is next up and will take 46th place. Then we have Smee taking 48th place. Scotty will pass him there because he slowed down in the end. Roman takes 49th. Piranha will take 50th place. Papu takes 51st. Firefish looking to take 52nd place. Fish will take 53rd. Mogius will take 54th place. Then we have Mizu takes 55th. Anna Sophia Rob will take 56th. And Vertigo will take 57th place. Mentos just behind takes 58th. CQ will take 59th. And then we have Dao taking 60th. And Mesco with the stretch left. And again, I will give out the 2 stadium demo keys in my Twitch chat once everyone has finished. So if you want to have a chance to win that, just be in my Twitch chat. Alright, Mesco also slows down here. Let's see, Make Love and Ben will pass him. Then we have Deep, who takes 64th. Next page. Rare A takes 65th. And then a couple of seconds down to True. 10 minutes left on the clock. Let's see if everyone who's still driving will be able to finish. True takes 66th. Then we have Ice 9. Quite far ahead of Skid Racer. So Ice 9 will take 67th place. Skid Racer takes 68th. Here is, let's see here, Mickey, I think, will take 69th place. Looks like Stompy passed Playday here in the end with more speed, so Stompy is gonna take 70th place, just ahead of Playday at 71st. Next player is Chaos Rat, Swedish player. Yeah, will take 72nd place. Next up is Hubble at 73rd. Sorry will take 74th. Red Shock will take 75th. Scott will take 76th place. And then Retinic seems to have made a mistake or just slow down, takes 78th place. Monster will pass him. X-Dark DX will take 79th. On-Off will take 80th. Next page we have Mr. P. Bouton takes 81st. Papa's Beer Pouch will take 82nd. And then we have Slid for Spam C. No player close. No, so Slid will take 3rd. Nats for EDRM might be a new player for the race. Will take 84th. Then we got RFD09. Usually I'm often like having a hard time saying the names because they are so close to each other, but for this race it's much better. No stress. RFG will take 85th place. Septag, another Swedish player, takes 86th. We got Flouchy will take 87th. 8 minutes left on the clock now. Circuit Breaker is far ahead of Buki. Circuit Breaker takes 88th, Buki takes 89th, and then we got Pishy for Display and will take 90th place. Grader, wow, now the distance is getting really large. Let's see here, let's take a quick overview look to see all the players who are still driving with 7 minutes left on the clock. Hopefully they will all be able to do so. I see some players standing still though. Grader will be able to finish, just got the stretch left. Takes 91st place. Dodo Skills will take 92nd. Darwi, oh, also gets that bump. See if anyone's close. Aragon Elder pretty close, but makes the same mistake there, so won't catch up. So Darawi will take 93rd place, and I think we might actually reach over 100 players. So that is good at least. Yeah, hopefully a bit easier map next time. But yeah, I can't promise anything because every week it's a struggle to just get a map. So we'll see. Aragon Ella takes 94th, then Delta will take 95th. Runestone, I think, is a new player. It's gonna take 96th. Let's see here if no one's close. Laxum is pretty close, but not close enough. So Runestone is gonna take 96th. Yeah, but I didn't have any other finished map, so didn't have any choice, and I of course don't want to cancel the race. So yeah, a map is better than no map, and I don't think this map is bad or anything. It's just really hard. That's all. Tompa takes 98 behind Lactimus. And then next player is South, and yeah, now the distance is getting really large. 5 minutes left on the clock. Let's see here. I think South will be able to finish. Hank I think should also be able to finish. Maybe Elephant and Darkblade as well, and Hubby. But I think those will be the last players. I don't think 655-321 will be able to. Could be wrong though, but we'll see. And yeah, I still got a lot of maps to go through, so I don't think I can start accepting maps right now, because then the waiting list will just be too long. It's gonna be like several years if I do that, so I can't do that. I need to go through the maps I have, and that takes a long time. It's very time consuming, especially when the authors don't update their maps when I send feedback, which is more often than not the case. So that's why it's a pretty slow process. Alright, South for Bro Macho. It's gonna take 99th place, and let's see now, will we get a 100 players as well? That would be cool. Elephant still with 20 checkpoints left to go. I think he is on his last lap. Not sure. 4 minutes left on the clock. If this is the last lap, then I think the Elephant will be able to finish, and also Darkblade, who actually passes him now. So I think we will have over 100 players, and that is still pretty decent. Actually, no, I don't want any RPG. I want obstacles, which is an easier type of that way of playing. I would say. I don't really think RPG fits that well into race because of its difficulty. So preferably I'd like just easier obstacles that you can pass without having to respawn. It's very important for me that the map is streamlined, so that you don't have to respawn anything, and you can always like pass the difficult parts first try. That is really important. That's why I always write in my feedback. And yeah, say what you want about this map, but you can at least finish it. You don't really have to respawn any place, and that's good. Alright, very close fight here between Elephant and Darkblade for 100 plates. Who's gonna take that place? Oh, that's a good turn from Darkblade. Not so good for Elephant. Drops down a bit and hits the wall here as well. Looks like Darkblade will take that 100 place. No mistakes here either for Darkblade, and just got the stretches left. 2 minutes left on the clock. So Darkblade will take 100 place ahead of Elephant. And yeah, it says I made the map, but that's just because I had to validate it. So Darkblade takes 100 place, Elephant takes 101st, and then I think that might be the last player. 655-321 is on the last lap. 2 minutes left on the clock. I guess it is possible, but can't make any mistakes though. And no mistakes here. Looks pretty good so far. Slows down a lot here, so I guess didn't know about that wall ride. But 1 minute left on the clock. Looks like 655 321 will be able to finish. I think still some tricky parts left here. And then I guess frostBeule is not far behind either, so we might have 2 more players, but those are going to be the 2 last players. Less than 1 minute to go now. And I should save the replay now, so I have it. Takes a while to save it. There we go. Alright, 655 321. I think we'll take 102nd. Yes, frostBeule still a bit further behind. So 102nd place goes to 655 321. Here's frostBeule, the last player to finish with only 20 seconds left to go. 15 seconds, 14 seconds, nice stuff. So yeah, that is gonna be it. 103 players finished the race, and to summarize it, Sand won, and this was his 6th first place in total. Omnipods took 2nd, Shark took 3rd, first time on the podium, and best lap went to Remix. So that's the race. Thanks everyone for watching, thanks everyone for participating, and I'll see you next time.